No one can hear me. There we go. I said, hey, everybody, how we doing tonight? J-Mac here with you, joined by two of my bros, two of the longest running bros on this show, by the way. I think, tallying it up, I think, Chris, you've appeared on the most shows other than me.
I think so, yeah.
And I think Dave's in fourth place at this point. But I think Mess Around's in fourth place. Good to see Mess Around. Good to see the Bacon Man. Yeah, he's got
to be on.
He's got to be happy his Rangers are in the World Series.
I am. It only took 7 games.
Only took 7 games. And Mess Around's got to be happy because, man, there's a quarterback controversy in Chicago. Yeah, and I think Mess Around froze. But I'll tell you what, Chicago wins a game next week.
Yeah.
You got to start wondering if there's a controversy down there.
They already had their bye, didn't they?
Yes.
I was going to say they could take the bye week and figure all that out, but
nah. Hey, Mess Around, I was saying, is there a quarterback controversy in Chicago?
What's that?
Is there a quarterback
controversy?
Yeah.
Well, if Tyson bad and it keeps playing the way he did. I mean, he didn't play great, but he didn't turn the ball over, and he kept drives alive. He was like 5 for 7 on third downs with the touchdown pass, and I don't know. He seems to read defense a lot better than Fields. So I say stick with the kid. See what you got. You can't beat him worse than Fields. I mean, like I said in the group chat, the only thing Fields has proven is that he can run. He can run really well. That's all he's proven in 3 years. He's been a starter. So roll with Tyson.
All right. Roll with Tyson. Then here, I'm going to tell you, everyone talks about, Green Bay lost to Denver. It's an embarrassing loss if you're a Packer fan. But let me explain something to you. Anyone that's going to tell me that it was the defense's problem and the defense are the reason we lost, it's not. The defense held the Broncos out of the end zone 4 times in the red zone. 4 times. The Broncos had the ball inside the 20 and couldn't score a touchdown because our defense held them to a field goal. So you think about that. You think about 4 times they held them to field goal. That's only 12 points given up. If your offense can't come back and score more than that to win, it's on your offense.
That is true.
So we did not lose that game because of the defense, that's for sure. And the Minnesota's got to come out tonight and beat the 49ers. And I can't say I'm sad about that because now we'll stop hearing about how Brock Purdy is the second coming of Tom Brady. Brock Purdy is exactly who we thought he was. He was a decent quarterback that played really well in the right situation. You start taking his pieces away, he doesn't play as well.
No.
So,
well, he was without 2 key players, but
everyone keeps saying that he was out without. Well, okay,
but you got to play with what you have, though. I get that.
You got to play with what you have, because if you can't play with what you have, then what? Then what really are you?
That's true.
I mean, if you're gonna be a good quarterback, you got to be able to lead your team no matter what the situation is.
That's true. You got to play what you have. You can't really complain about what you don't have, and just go out there and play your best.
So tell me this, because look, you know that I'm not a Dallas fan at
Right.
all, but let me ask you this question. Everyone forgets about Tony Romo and really how good he was in
He was
Dallas,
good. Yeah.
right? Outside of Des Bryant, okay, and DeMarco Murray, who did he have in Dallas?
I remember Witten and Austin, Miles Austin.
Okay, Miles
He
Austin.
had
I
those
mean,
two for a little bit.
Austin was an average player, though. He wasn't
Right.
a Pro Bowl player. I'll give you
No.
Witten. I'll give you that he had Witten, but still, like his whole career,
He had T.O. at one time,
I mean,
but that was at his beginning of his career.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Romo did with what he had.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy's going to join us on the comments, but not on the show. Jerk off. But the Rangers in the World Series. Who do we hope goes in the other side, the Phillies or the Diamondbacks? Everyone knows who I'm rooting for.
I'm hoping the Diamondbacks. I want to see if Arizona can win Game 7 as the Rangers did tonight. I know the other side's kind of flipped with the home team winning their games while Rangers won all of their road games.
Sure.
Houston did too at one point, but
no, I mean it makes sense, but do we want to see the Phillies in again? I mean, I don't really.
no,
I think a team like Arizona is like the perfect team to make the World Series because no one saw it coming. No one would have picked that before the season started. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. No one saw that before the season started. So really, it comes down to the Phillies have already been there. They were there last year. So if you get the Rangers and the Diamondbacks in the World Series, my question would be, who wins Manager of the Year?
They vote on that during the season, right?
Well, but think about it. If the two managers that you didn't think were going to take their team to the World Series, both took their teams to the World Series, do you pick Bochy, who's been there before, or do you pick Lovullo, who hasn't been there before?
I think you go with Arizona's manager.
I think you have to. I mean, now that's not taking anything away from what Bochy's done. I mean, he came in and did a great job. But if the Diamondbacks make the World Series, Lovullo has to be your manager of the year.
But you pretty much had to take the Rangers manager out of retirement to manage the team.
Sure.
So
sure, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying bring Bochy to retirement, but how much would you have laughed at me before the season and told you that Lovullo was going to take the Diamondbacks series?
No.
Before the season, you would have laughed at me if I would have said the Diamondbacks are a World Series team.
I don't know. I mean, it was a long shot.
What's your feelings on what's in that mess around?
On the Diamondbacks being in the World Series?
So here was the question. If the Diamondbacks make the World Series, is Lovullo the manager of the year?
Oh, for sure, because nobody predicted them. Everybody probably had to pick dead last based off what they did last year. I mean, nobody saw Arizona coming out of nowhere to even be in the NLCS. So even if they don't make the World Series, I'd still get that guy the manager of the year. Just for the turnaround they've had. I mean, like I said, nobody predicted them to be this good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they kind of came out of nowhere. Corbin Carroll, of course.
I mean, if you sit there and tell me you predicted him to be this good, I'm going to tell you lying. Nobody saw this coming.
True story.
No.
True story. No one would have saw that coming before the year started. But you flip to the other side, and then is Corey Seager come back player of the year?
I would say so.
Comeback player of the year? Yeah, I'd give it to him. I mean, I can't think of really anybody else that really rebounded like he did.
Yeah. I mean, the Rangers got him cheap for what he's worth, what he would have been worth at the peak of his career. They really signed him to a cheap deal, and then all he does is come in and tear it up. Oh, good.
They
We're
did
getting
quite a few
Dragon.
good things. Oh, Dragon Viper's coming in? Oh, it's coming in hot. Coming in hot. Say some efforts.
Coming
Do
in
it.
hot. Coming in hot. Hot. White hot. I mean, warm cow crap, like really warm, like hot.
Give us a fire, Dragon Viper. Do it.
What?
The man of few words. Love it.
Man, a few words.
Well, I didn't. I was asking what you said.
Well, we were talking about baseball, but you'll bring down the conversation. So,
Gotcha.
no. I was really disappointed last night, guys. We went out to have a night, and we went to dinner and stuff. We were gonna go watch a movie, and she doesn't watch scary movies, so you can imagine how that went. Like,
Uh-oh.
we didn't get to go to the movies because that's all that's out right now.
Right?
The
Halloween and whatnot.
the one movie that wasn't scary was like a musical, and there's no way I'm going to a theater to watch a 2.5-hour musical.
Snooze best.
Yeah. So we're not doing that.
No, I wouldn't either.
But Saw 10, so Saw X is a new one hitting the theaters. Five Nights at Freddy's is a big one that's going to be out this Friday. I know there's a lot of kids excited for that one. Or FANF, as I've been told. It's not Five Nights at Freddy's, it's FANF.
FNAF.
Yeah. So that one's coming out Friday. That should be interesting to see how well that movie does at the theaters.
It's going to turn up with all the kids what their parents do.
Yeah, so they're bringing out a special edition of Hocus Pocus. I think they're going to have that in the theater. Yeah, starting tomorrow night, the 24th. That's going to be in theaters for a week.
Didn't they do a second one last year?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Here's a topic for discussion. I want to get you guys' take on this one. And I don't know why that movie made me think of this, but I heard a couple of people grumbling today at work about fan theories about Winnie the Pooh. I know that's a weird thing to talk about. So we all know that the book was written strictly just for Robin, and all of the characters are hallucinations in his own brain, right? Because he's a child and he's lonely. That's the actual story. So when you think about Winnie the Pooh, like that's where those come from.
I think I know where you're going with this. I think
interesting to me is that people at work were like, no, Winnie is short for Winifred. So Winnie the Pooh is a girl.
What?
Right? And I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah.
What planet is he, girl?
Well, I mean, it is 2023. I guess we have to, whatever. But I heard that and I'm like, so this is the new generation thing. You think Winnie the Pooh's a girl? Okay.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so what's your take though? Is Winnie the Pooh a guy or a girl? I gotta know what you guys think.
I think that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in a long time. And I've heard a lot of ridiculous things, especially from
I
our
agree.
favorite. Well, not our favorite, but the guy that says a lot of dumb things on our shows.
Yeah, no doubt.
That sounds like a statement Isaiah would make.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. Chris.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. It's
Okay. Do you know who Winnie the Pooh is, right, Chris? Like, I don't know.
Yes, yes,
Oh, okay, I was just checking.
I do.
Can I trouble you for a smack roll, honey?
I know. And then he gets stuck in the tree. Like that was a great movie when he got stuck in the tree, or in Rabbit's house, and he had to like not eat for a couple of days so they could pull him out of the house. That was a good one.
Right.
That was good. I don't know if Dragon Viper disappeared. He must not want to show his face. It's all good though.
I wouldn't either. It's hideous.
What?
I wouldn't either. It's hideous. That's what he said.
What?
Oh
He
my
didn't
god.
stutter.
What?
What? Why?
Where's our favorite cousin at?
Oh, for the love of God.
Hey, by the way, Dragon Viper is going to ask you. There was reports that someone on the network was a human or was an owl dressed up as a human.
Okay.
Well, do you know anything about that?
No.
You sure?
I think I'm sure.
Are you positive? I don't know. You don't seem so sure about this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. I mean,
As sure as the kids in closet. No response. Okay.
I got
Well-
nothing.
you don't know what?
I said I've got nothing.
Oh, you got nothing? What's the most inappropriate song to play at a funeral?
I'm
Staying
Another one
alive.
bites the dust.
yeah. I would think that one. Yeah.
Stay dead or alive?
No, staying alive. I think.
Staying
Staying alive. That'd be that one would be funny. That'd be funny.
I said another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you got?
I would say staying alive. Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, hit on the NFL real quick, and this is going to be a quick hit. So we're talking less than 2 minutes. We're going to talk about this. I got questions about some teams. You guys are going to give me one-word answers on what you think.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Chargers.
Chargers. Overrated.
Tough.
Ooh, underrated.
Jaguars.
Tough.
I'm gonna say underrated.
Jaguars.
Do you know
Stupid. Oh,
one the only Ivan is?
Are the Jaguars legit? Mess around.
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Let's go to another team. Let's switch to Cleveland.
Mediocre.
Cleveland.
Overachieving, I guess.
Boring.
Good one. You know, I'm with Dragon Viper. I was waiting for someone to bring that up. The Browns are one of those teams. If you based a league on style points, they're not winning many points. They're a very boring team. They had PJ Walker start at quarterback yesterday, and they put up 39 points. I just say it like, all right. Let's go.
Also known as the guy that gets the outside badge in for second backup quarterback job.
Let's see. Let's do two more. Let's Carolina.
God awful.
Awful.
Lousy.
And last one. Miami.
Impressive.
Yeah. Okay.
Underwhelming.
All right.
I mean, a lot of offensive weapons they have and stuff. They should be.
We know they're 0-2 against teams with a winning record.
Yeah, I saw that stat.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying they're underwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. Last thing I'll say in the NFL is congratulations to Green Bay. You went from second place in the division to last place in the division in one day. Congratulations. And you deserve it because you lost to the
Technically-
freaking Broncos.
Yeah, it's pretty
Technically,
sad.
we're in last place because you guys beat us.
Okay, but might as well be in last place.
Man, Jordan Love really plummeted, didn't he? I thought he was going to be good, and then he just beating up joint lately.
Yeah.
My dreams are coming true. The Packers are in mediocre quarterback hell.
Well, here's my problem. Here's my problem. I don't put it all in love. Like, I'm not saying the guy is the next great thing. I mean, he's a decent quarterback. I don't think he's in the bottom half of the league, but the problem is LaFleur does not know how to use Aaron Jones. Dynamic playmaker
Yeah, I
like
can see that.
Aaron Jones, and he touched the ball 11 times. 11.
That guy needs to have 20-plus touches.
I mean, how do you give the ball to A.J. Dillon more than you give it to Aaron Jones? I just don't understand.
I don't get it either. I mean, that guy single-handedly beat us in the first game.
So it doesn't make any sense to me. Makes no sense. We're gonna go to Dragon Viper's favorite sport next, because he loves this sport so much. It's one of Mess Around's favorites too.
Oh, you're talking hockey? Yay!
Yeah, we're talking about hockey. We're talking about in the crease, inside the blue line, talking the face-off. Catching all of these. I know Crispy knows what I'm talking about.
I know what a face-off is. I don't understand blue line to blue line, though.
Well, I guess we'll have to have a hockey show and explain all the rules.
There you go.
Yeah, I really don't know much about hockey, so
So here's my take on hockey. Here's why I love hockey, by the way. You know how in the NFL you can ruin a game by like getting a penalty? You know, you like hold a guy and it can ruin your whole drive. You give up 10 yards or 15 yards, right? This is why hockey's so awesome. I could be in a game. Dragon Viper could do something to piss me off. And if we're on the ice at the same time, I just reach over, grab his helmet off, punch him in the face, and they're like, oh, go sit down for 2 minutes.
Then you do it again.
And then I come out and do it again, and guess what?
That's right. That's the only reason I like watching hockey. When I do watch it, it's for the fights.
Right? It's like the best punishment in all of professional sports. Like you punch a guy in the face, you go sit down for 2
I
minutes.
mean, you watch a hockey game, you get two sports. One, you get a hockey and a boxing match in the same one.
Right?
So
Yeah.
it's a win-win. You know, you get boxing and hockey at the same time sometimes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be awesome to just be able to go out there and just beat the guys you don't like. You just go out there and punch them in the face.
Yeah.
You go sit down for a couple minutes, you go back in the
Well,
game.
That's why like probably 60% of hockey players don't have teeth. Or not all their teeth.
Yeah. Right? That's pretty awesome about hockey. That's
All
for
I know
sure.
is I'd hate to take a puck right to the fucking grill. That would suck. Just
It
blood
would.
gushing out of your mouth. That's so bad.
It hurt.
Oh yeah, I bet those things fly fast too.
You know, and everyone's favorite cousin's not here
I'm the-
tonight, so I just gotta say,
I'm the only guy to
because-
ever take his shit off.
what's that?
Use it as a weapon. Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore. I'm the only guy to ever take his shoe off and use it as a weapon.
Yeah, try to stab
Yeah.
somebody. Most minute, and he held the record for the most minutes spent in the penalty box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Chris, I got to ask you, have you ever been mad in your whole life? Like, we've never seen you get upset over
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
I don't get.
We should have him
Man.
record somewhere watching a Cowboy game. Sure, we can get to see a mad man.
There you go.
I bet.
Maybe I'll do that this Sunday. Just record.
Hit record when you watch the Cowboy game.
Yeah. Right.
I don't get as animated as I used to over football. I'll say that. I really don't. I used to get really animated about it. Now I just realize it's just a damn game.
I do.
Yeah. It was,
I still, oh, trust me, I still
I
get mad.
get so mad. Dave Hendricks will be like, motherfucker, how do you drop that fucking ball? And I'll throw my hat and you're like, Dad, it's just a game, calm down.
Nope.
Or
Sometimes it's
like
not
when I cheer for a big play, I'm like, go, Dad, fucking go. And you're like, Dad. Just put his fingers in his ears. I'm like, you know how I get when I watch football, bro.
right. Right. For sure. For sure. So to speak a little bit, I know Dragon Viper that you consider yourself woke. Part of the woke generation. In that I'm just messing with you. I just
I was like, what?
Yeah.
But anyone who considers themselves woke, here's I have news. I just want to share this with you because I feel like this needs to be shared. And this is not meant to be a joke. This is the truth. And there's 3 other people, I think, with the same mindset as me that can verify this for all of you watching. So let's just say that there's a huge difference between men and women. And I'm not talking about genitalia. I'm not talking about the way you dress. I'm simply talking about the male mind versus the female mind. And those are two completely different things. Okay? Guaranteed, you put 10 of us in a room together for guys. Within, let's say you put 10 of us in a room together for 15 minutes, right? Within the first minute, we're going to find the one person we can pick on the whole time, and he's going to get roasted by everybody else the entire time we're in there.
You got down off that.
And there's only 3 things a guy typically thinks about in a day. 3. Does anyone know what those are?
Sex,
That's one.
money, food. Come on, guys, help me out here.
No, I'll tell you that you have 2 of them correct. There's one you're missing.
Sleep,
Beer.
at least for me.
So the top 3 that they've done surveys on to figure out is sex, food, and sports.
Oh, I can't believe
Those are
I
the
said
3
that.
things that most guys think of. And then they did a survey and said, if we put 10 women in a room together for 15 minutes, what would they think about? And
Shopping.
they surveyed them.
I was going
and
to say
they're-
shopping.
No. Okay. There was an array of answers, right? I mean, it's women. There was an array of answers. No, I guarantee you they didn't have the same answer. But what they found out was that a lot of them admitted that in that 15 minutes, they went in their head and reacted conversations that they've had in the last 3 or 4 days. And how those conversations could have went differently if they had said different words.
Huh.
So this is my only point, is that that's how men and women are different, because I can guarantee I've never reacted to a conversation in my entire life.
Nope.
I'm done. Like, we talked about it, it's over.
Now let's go in the bedroom and make up.
Right? Pretty much. I've never reenacted a conversation, and that's where we're hugely different in that regard. So it's a little early, but let's extend this one tonight. I found a great game that I think we're going to play here for a few minutes. Dragon Viper, I'm so glad you're here for this one because you're going to love it. So I'm simply going to give you a category, and my fingers are going to go like this, right? So you're going to have 5 seconds. We have 5 seconds each. And when I give you the category, you have to name 3 things from that category. 3 in 5 seconds. So it's
You're
called
making me think.
it's called the 5-second rule. Okay?
All right.
Making me think. I don't
Yeah,
like this.
sounds-
So we're going to start with Chris.
All right.
Okay?
Come.
Brands of potato chips.
You got Lay's. You got Pringles.
Your time's up.
Okay.
You got 2. We're going to go to mess around.
All right.
5-second rule.
All right.
Beer.
Bush, Bud Light, Michelob, Miller, Coors.
We got it just at the 5-second mark. All right. Dragon Viper. Five members of the original NWO.
Hall, Nash, Hogan, Steiner, and Bischoff.
Look at that. I gave him one he would know, actually. I did you a solid there. Gave you that softball pitch right down the middle of the plate that you'd probably still pop up to second base. Or dive into third base and turn your finger completely sideways. I still don't know how you did that one.
That sounds painful.
It was. was very painful and probably sickening to see it. And then I popped it back in.
I know I was coaching third base, and he comes sliding into third, and he gets up, and his pinky is over here.
Oh,
completely
shit.
sideways. I popped it back into place.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Anyway, okay, let's see. 5-second rule.
Crispy.
It's crispy. And let's go. Cities in Texas.
Dallas, Austin, San Antonio.
Oh, you got it. All right, mess around.
All right.
Got to come up with a good one for him. Let's see. Ooh, mess around. 5-second rule. Your 5-second rule is going to be off-brand soda names.
Dr. Thunder, Shasta, Pib. That's all I got.
At 0, he got it. Dragon Viper, your 5-second rule. Kinds of apples.
I have no idea.
Not even one?
Granny
I can name
Smith.
one.
Oh, okay.
Red
Yeah,
Delicious?
Granny Smith. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Granny Smith, Red Delicious. What are the other ones? Gala. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
I don't
Let's
know
see.
anything about apples.
Crispy.
Yes.
Your 5-second rule category is
Okay.
breakfast cereal.
Cheerios,
Ooh.
Cocoa Puffs, and Fruit Loops.
I'll give it to you. You just got it. Mess around. Brands of peanut butter.
Reese's, Jif, Peter Pan.
Yeah, you got it.
That's all.
Dragon Viper. Five-second rule. Movies starring Sandra Bullock.
Oh, wow. Miss Congeniality 1 and 2 and Red.
All right, I'll give it to you. I mean, he's got 1 and 2, so that was 2. Let's see, Crispy.
Yep.
Let's go with 3 flavors of pie.
Apple pie, peach pie. And I can't think of another.
Well,
I don't know. I got two.
you could have said lemon meringue. You could have said pumpkin,
Chocolate pumpkin. Cherry.
Yeah.
or you could have went with Tim's answer.
Oh, jeez.
Food thing pie. Food pie.
Yeah.
True.
All right, mess around. Your 5-second rule category is. Sorry, let me scratch my ear real quick here. All right. Your 5-second rule category is breakfast food. Go.
Bacon, eggs, sausage.
I mean, those are the big three, right? Especially when we're camping, because it's the only thing that soaks up most of the alcohol. Dragon Viper, your 5-second rule would be brands of vacuum cleaners.
Hoover. That's all I got.
Well, you could have said
Dyson.
I
Shark.
can
You
name another.
could have said Bissell.
Yeah.
Those have been two other ones. Dragon Viper. Alcoholic mixed drinks.
Isn't
Huh?
it my
You
turn?
do me twice?
It's
What?
Crispy turn.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
did
sorry.
Dragon Viper.
No. Crispy.
Yeah.
Alcoholic mixed drinks.
Yeah.
Sure, give him the easy one.
I think he
I don't know.
froze. Oh, I don't know. Well, it could have been about anything. You could have listed off a bunch of stuff because I'm sure someone's made it somewhere and gave it a name. So you could have just started throwing words out there.
Sex
Sex
on
on the
Beach,
Beach.
AMF, Long Island.
Jack Coke.
Right? Blowjob, sex on the beast, slow screw. Of course, Tim would get all those.
Screwdriver.
Yeah. You know what I had the other night that I hadn't had in a long time? I had vodka cranberry. That was good. It's pretty potent. They put like that much vodka and then that much cranberry juice right at the top just to give it a little flavor, give it a little color. Well, mess around's gone. So we're going to go Dragon Viper for the 5-second rule. And with Dragon Viper, his category is going to be spices.
Oregano, paprika,
I'm just kidding.
and cinnamon.
And
I was gonna say,
cinnamon.
that's a quick 5 seconds.
That was a quick 5 seconds. You're right.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. All right, Chris, your 5-second rule is
Yes.
major holidays.
Christmas, Halloween, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day.
Well, that was 4, but you got it. What do we do for Dragon Viper here? Got to give him one. That might trip him up a little bit.
Oh, I think you've been tripping me up pretty good here.
That's what she said. Boy bands.
Oh, are you kidding? 98 Degrees NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
The only one on this panel that could have nailed that so fast, by the way. It's Dragon Viper.
It's sad, I know it. So I'm just putting that out there.
All right, Crispy.
Yes.
Movies that star Adam Sandler.
How was I know?
Waterboy, Click, and oh gosh, Happy Gilmore.
Okay, I give it to you, but that's how you know you're not from our generation. Because the first three, either of us, the first
I could
three, either
probably-
of us would have said would have been Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and Coneheads. That would have been our top 3 probably. And then
I was on
Uh,
those were on the top of my head.
Going Overboard, that was like his first feature film.
Mhm.
Yeah. Grown Ups 2. Could have thrown those in there.
Little Nicky, Big Daddy.
Mr. Deeds,
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
The Wedding Singer,
Yep.
which is a very underrated movie and might be his best movie ever, was The Wedding Singer.
I don't think it was the best, but it was underrated.
I've seen the movie so many times that like the scene when he's sitting on the porch and she walks up and is like talking about how I just realized I'm about to marry a wedding singer, and he's like, that would have been great information to have yesterday.
Yep. Or his song on the airplane.
I'm not even sung as an airplane. The one when he sings it like when he's in the middle of the depression and he's
Oh yeah,
talking.
that's that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one.
When I think of you, I hope you fucking choke. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's definitely the song
Can I give
of
you
the
a
movie.
massage for like $4?
That's definitely the
Huh? Because there's a limited edition thing on my game and I really want it.
song of the movie for sure.
Yeah, it's limited edition. It's Jack Skellington.
What else? How was your week, Dragon Viper?
It was good. It was a week. Just went to work. I mean, nothing exciting.
Went to work, watch wrestling, something.
All I normally do is work and sleep pretty much during the week. So
Well,
that sounds
yeah, I think
fun.
we all know that
Thank you.
feeling.
You do. I mean, I've had those days too, and it just becomes, starting the norm, and you just kind of rest when you have time.
well, especially because I work graveyards. So I mean, I work at nights, and then during the day I'm sleeping. So I mean, nothing really exciting happens.
Dude, you're still working graveyard?
Yeah.
You're pushing 40, man. You're way too old to be doing that.
No, I'm good.
Oh, man.
There was a chance for a day shift to open up, and I didn't take it because I wanted to stay on graves.
Nuts,
I would have
man.
said, sure, I'll change shifts, and
Oh, man. There's no way. I couldn't do it.
mm-mm.
I realized today, like, I'm almost 40. There's things I can't do anymore.
Yeah, well, I've been doing graveyards for about 8 years, so
The crazies are out with the sun. I mean, I guess, but man, I'm up at like 6 every morning, at work by 7.
I couldn't do it.
I'm just used to it now. Like, just your body gets used to it. I can't even sleep in on the weekends most of the time. Although I slept in pretty good this last weekend on Sunday because, knocked a few back on Saturday, and that always helps to get some extra sleep.
There you go.
And more than a few, it was like a camping night pretty much. Someone busted out the moonshine. That was that kind of pushed it over the edge.
I've seen those nights.
You've been part of those nights. Yeah.
Yes, that too. But
Yeah, it's been great. Some great times we've had for sure. I'm sure it's going to catch up with me one of these days where it's going to take me out for the whole next day. It usually doesn't. Everyone's usually really, really impressed with the fact that I usually don't get a hangover. I'm usually okay the next day.
lucky.
But one of these days, I got a feeling I'm going to hit that 40 mark or a little over, and I'm just going to be done the next day. So we'll see. Hey, Chris, how's the dating world?
Yeah. Still working
How's
at
the
it.
dating? Yeah?
Nothing much to report, but still working at it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, yeah, we know you have something to report soon. You'll find the right one, or what they say is the so-called right one. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
is there really a right one?
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just funny. Life is funny sometimes.
Yeah,
It can be.
it's very hilarious.
Dragon Viper has everything on the home front.
It is what it is.
You know, I wouldn't have expected a different answer from you. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, that's about how it goes, right? Go work and show up and hope we can just do good the next day and do everything we can to make it through. Moonshine is the best involuntary coma, is what Tim says. Yeah. So I was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Let me say, so I was good with the moonshine. It was Rex's moonshine, by the way, Dragon Viper. Couple of years old too, so it's been fermenting for a while. Let me see, the moonshine part was okay, but there was some peaches in there. Once I ate those couple of peaches, oh god, that was like, like it was. It was so bad. I ate those peaches. I got so hot, like I went and laid outside.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, oof, man.
Yeah, I heard Rex's moonshine's pretty potent. So
Oh, it's pretty potent stuff, man.
yeah, when you're waiting a couple years and drinking it, yeah.
Yeah. It's some potent shit, that's for sure. We're gonna have a Halloween party this Saturday. That should be fun. First adult Halloween party. Too bad Dragon Viper's working, or he could come up and celebrate his birthday.
Yeah.
Chris could fly in from Dallas.
True.
At least he won't have a layover and he won't have to sit there and wait for his plane for an extra 2 hours. And they change your terminal and your gate 3 times.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Oh, it was awful. Worst experience of my life is the Dallas airport.
It's chaotic over there.
Oh man.
Very chaotic.
The terminals are so far apart you have to take that stupid tram because otherwise you're gonna walk like an hour.
Oh my god.
It's pretty bad.
I've never been on a plane, so I mean
Tim says, "Oh, a DC airport day." Okay, I'll admit I've never been. So the furthest east I've ever been on a plane that's landed and I had to wait at an airport was actually Chicago or Milwaukee. So I've never been past that to the east on a plane. I did go to England, but that was a straight flight from Vancouver, British Columbia to London Heathrow. So that's the furthest east I've ever been. But I've never landed on the East Coast anywhere. I think next year we're going to concentrate on the East Coast because we've been about everywhere in the West. We go to Vegas a couple times a year. This year it was like Vegas, Reno. I went to San Francisco, went to LA, went to Hawaii. I don't even know where else I've been this year. Seattle, Salt Lake City. Yeah. With all those places just this year. Dallas, Milwaukee. Yeah.
it's like me, I've been in Oregon.
Milan, Italy. Well, no shit, Tim. You live in Italy. I knew where Milan was too. No one had to tell me that. Furthest west for me is Vegas. You know, we're all going to have to meet in Vegas. I actually talked about that with Jennifer. I said, hey, you know, we have this place down there that we can get for a week at a time throughout the year. And it'd be great to just have all of us go down there and have like a freaking guys weekend in Vegas. Hang out for
That
a
would be
weekend.
cool.
That'd be awesome. Fly in Tim from Italy. That'd be great. I'll just get on a plane. Man, you put all of us on a plane together, though. Jesus Christ. The flight attendants are going to be like, Jesus, how long until we get there? But it'd be awesome. What's in store for the rest of the week, guys?
As in
Watching.
shows?
No, it just isn't like life. Like, what do you got planned for the rest of the week? Like I said, got that party on Saturday, but the rest of the week's going to be kind of slow, I think.
Well,
Preparing for that.
besides the fact that my birthday's on Sunday, work. That's all I got.
Yeah. You know, speaking of birthdays, we got to give a big shout out to our co-host, Big B.
Mm-hmm.
He just recently celebrated a birthday. I believe it was yesterday. So happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And then we got Dragon Viper coming up on Sunday for a birthday. One thing I want to that I haven't been able to mention yet that I promised her I would. Dragon Viper knows her too, I believe. Getting in touch with myself. I bet you are, Tim. I have to get in touch with myself sometimes too. Just saying. Anyway, but I had a huge softball family down where I used to live in Coos Bay, as Dragon Viper knows, and a member of that family actually was inducted into North Bend High School Hall of Fame a couple of weeks ago. Cheyenne Ulrich went into the North Bend High School Hall of Fame for her volleyball team. I went to state. She was a catalyst on that volleyball team. So congrats to her on that. That's a big achievement, being in your high school's Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can take claim to that.
I can't.
The closest I've gotten to that is in high school. The coach that I coached for, that when we went on the 56-game win streak at Marshfield High School, I was part of that team, and the coach that coached us through that actually made the Hall of Fame for Marshfield High School, Kent Weigel. So that's the closest I've gotten to touch a Hall of Fame as far as that goes. Have a school big enough to have a Hall of Fame would be awesome. Yeah. It's actually, I think it's only their third induction in North Bend. I think it was only their third induction this year, so that was a big one, definitely. And when it's someone it's kind of crazy to think that they made a Hall of Fame. So congrats to them.
I mean, I've seen districts. I've seen like school districts have like Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Different Hall of Fames or states, but
so things are about to get really busy for me here coming up within a month. Not just the holidays, not just Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's always a little busier for me during those times because Wisconsin High School Coaches Hall of Fame, his football coach in Niagara. That's pretty awesome. That's great. But November starts my busy season as far as sports goes with the kids. My daughter actually swims. She's a swimmer. Starts in November, goes through February. So every Tuesday or every Friday, I'm at a swim meet for the next 3 months. But hey, she's a junior this year. She's lettered twice already. She lettered in her freshman and sophomore year. So she's hoping to be a 4-year letterman in swimming. That's something I never did. So she'll get to accomplish that. That'll be pretty cool to watch. She's she's not at the top of her class for it, but the fact that she can swim an Olympic sized swimming pool and back in like 48 seconds, I'm just like, damn. I know I couldn't do that, so
That's pretty quick.
So
Very
no doubt,
quick, yeah.
no doubt on that one. Yeah, that's definitely nothing I could ever do. That's for damn sure. The other day she did cross country to get ready for swimming, and she ran a 5K. So what's that? 3.1 miles? Is that what that is?
I
I have
think
no idea.
No.
I think
Trying
so,
to-
yeah.
She ran, I don't know, 5K, a 10K? I don't know what it was. I had no idea. Anyway, it's a long ass ways that I would never run. Let's say that. Because if I'm running and I'm not playing a sport, you better run because something's chasing me.
Pretty much.
But her best time this year in cross country, I mean, she did the 5.1 miles in 38 minutes. Like, there's no way in hell I'm ever doing that. My
No.
ass ain't making it a half a mile before I'm like out of oxygen and rolling an oxygen tank with me. You give me oxygen the whole way, I might be able to do it, but damn. Anyway, give us final thoughts, Chris.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. Baseball, postseason's wrapping up, almost to the World Series. Texas moved on. Who's going to move on from Arizona and Philadelphia? We'll find that out tomorrow.
Well, let's hope it's Arizona. Let's
Yeah.
go D-backs. All right. Dragon Viper, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Thank you for having me on. I like being on here. And I will be on tomorrow for Between the Ropes, so don't miss that. And that's all I got.
Dominique Mysterio.
Yeah.
Don't start.
I had to get one in. Come on.
I bet you did.
I had to get one in. But thanks for watching and listening. However you watch this list, could not do this without you. I just want to say that I will be kicking my videos back up tomorrow. So any of you that have been waiting for my next video to drop, as far as the men's health stuff goes, men's mental health stuff, I'll drop one of those again in the morning. So be watching for that. The last one, I had a couple of people reach out and say that they really appreciated those in the morning. Just saying, I'm glad you're here for another day. Simple little message in the morning. Be watching for that. Those will be in the morning. Almost 1,000 views on the first one. So I will drop the next one. And help me out. If you see it, even if you don't want to watch it, just share it for me. Repost it. Let's get that going. Because that's part of the Four Bros brand here. Men's mental health is huge. So see that, share it for me, watch it. Give me a like, give me a follow. Whatever you want to do. Give us a like and a follow here. Go to YouTube, like and follow that also, so we can get to our 1,000 followers. We've been gaining a little traction on that, so make sure you do that. Make sure you check out all of our great sponsors at the bottom. We're going to have all our other sponsors on the website. We are revamping our website, and we'll let you know when that's done. And we'll have all our sponsors on there. We'll have all the stuff that we cover, the events we've covered. All it's going to be a whole new website. It's going to be great. When it comes out, watch for that. We'll let you know when that's going to happen. As for now, I'm going to bid you adieu. This is J-Mac for Crispy Bacon for Dragon Viper, for Mess Around, who was on here earlier. Thanks, Tim, for watching. Thank you, Christy, for jumping on. We always appreciate all of you that watch and listen. Could not do this without you. Lifelong dreams being lived in front of your very eyes. And I'll tell you what, we'll see you all on the other side.